11 p.m. tonight to 5 p.m. tomorrow evening. So, it's gonna snow like all day tomorrow. Oops, sorry, weird throat noise. It's kind of exciting because then I might get to, see a lot of snow. Because it has snowed this year, but not enough to be like it sticks around for very long. If you're watching the VOD, I hope you're having a good night, and I hope you'll get some good sleeps. Hope you'll get some good sleeps. I hope you didn't forget to brush your teeth. Sorry. Don't forget to brush your teeth. Brush your teeth, brush your teeth, brush your teeth. Do you guys remember that Piglet game on the PS2 and GameCube that went viral a few months ago? It was like it's essentially Silent Hill for kids, and I watched a few videos about it. Yep. I mean, it uses a lot of the same, like, stock sound effect, like stingers or, like, ambient noises that they used in the Silent Hill games. And, apparently, one of the videos I watched said that they got an email back from the, like, director of the game or something. And he was like, yeah, it's on purpose. And that game was like hundreds of dollars for a few weeks there. Because everybody wanted to play it. Everyone wanted to play it. It was a tie-in game for Piglet's Big Movie. I'm pretty sure the game is just called Piglet's Big Game or something, but yeah. Hi, Tato. Hi, sweetheart, how are you? Good to see you, good to see you. Hope you're doing alright, hope you're having a good night. I was just talking about the scary Piglet game that went viral a few months ago. Piglet's Big Game was a tie-in for... Sorry, I need to clear my throat. It was, it was a tie-in game for Piglet's Big Movie back in like 2006 or whatever it was. It released on GameCube and PS2. But Disney was pretty hands-off on the game, and they didn't even like give them plot details about Piglet's Big Movie. So they just kind of did their own thing, and they made Silent Hill for babies. It's fascinating because you don't really see tie-in games like this anymore, or you don't hear about them. We don't get tie-in games for Marvel movies, probably because they come out at too a fast a pace to make developing game on the movie easy. Hi, Guylan. I was ignoring you. I promise. I was just trying to finish my thought. Hi, Brad. Hi, sweetheart. How are you? How are you, dear? Hope you're doing okay. Mwah. Your, your wife's brains are broken. Oh, I hope you get some good rest. I hope that it's not a headache or anything. But hi, Brad. Hi, sweetheart. How are you, dear? Hope you're doing alright, sweetie. What, DoorDashes? Yeah, I get their ads all the time. I hate them. I hate them. Hi, Brad. I'll get you your redeems after the ad break. You're going sleep? Okay. Okay. I'm gonna wait till after the ad break just so you for sure hear them. You're door dashing tonight? You got a weird order? Oh, you're okay, so you're the one dashing the doors? You're not ordering food? So you got a weird order? Or yes, okay. I'm gonna say, like, I've heard people get like the wrong meal or something from like after they order a DoorDash. Um, yeah, interesting. Interesting. It's a headache-inducing order. Ouch. A $6 order from Taco Bell is a single packet of avocado sauce packet. Okay. Is it it could have been a misclick? I'm guessing the $6 are from like all these fees that they stack on. Excuse me. We got $6 for that? Oh, okay. Well, I mean, if you think about that, but depending on how much you had to spend on gas to get to where you have to deliver it, I suppose that makes sense. Um, so, I like A&W root beer. Probably one of my favorite root beers. Um, it's the first one that comes to mind to me. I don't drink a lot of mug. Um, but A&W is also a restaurant chain, a fast food chain, and there's only two in my whole state. There's one that's like a 4-hour drive south, um, and then there's one that I can DoorDash from. It's close enough I can order DoorDash from, but it's like 40 minutes away. So for sure, by the time it gets to me, the food is going to be freezing, and whoever delivered that would have to have driven at least 40 minutes for that one meal. That's just too much gas. And I'd order like a meal for myself, you know. So, uh, it's just kind of sad because I want because they make root beer there in the restaurant or something, right? It's on tap, and it was pretty good. I had it when my mom, and my sisters went on a day trip south to go to a dairy plant. They call that area Little Switzerland or Switzerland, Little Switzerland of the Rockies or something, because it looks like Switzerland down there. Apparently, it's very pretty, very green. In certain parts, you're just surrounded by little green hills. Most of it's just a vast prairie. um, but they're famous for their cheese curds and their flavored milk. I've probably talked about them before. I don't know if I showed it on stream, um, but you can find what brand I'm talking about if you search up cookies and cream flavored milk or root beer milk. Um, the root beer milk is probably my favorite. It tastes just like a root beer float. But they're famous for their cheese curds and squeaky cheese. It's called squeaky cheese because it makes kind of a squeaky sound against your teeth when you bite into them. So we went down there for that. There's also a place that sells honey and stuff down there, and they make like is it toffee? Like caramel, like fresh caramel, and uh, they have like there's like a beehive on the property or something, and there's a ice cream factory down there too that you can get factory rejects from, like factory errors with like they make Fat Boy ice cream sandwiches, and we bought a box of Fat Boys that were like kind of smushed in the bags, but the bags weren't like cut properly, so they were just in one long chain. And then on the way home, we ate at the one of the two A&Ws in the state. It was pretty good. It was pretty good. I wish I could eat it more often, but there's only two, and the closest one's 40 minutes away. That's a little far for fast food, especially when around me, down the street one direction is a McDonald's, and across from that McDonald's is a Subway. There's a Mexican place there. There's a pizza place, and then further from the pizza place, across down the street from the pizza place, is a Jack in the Box, and then the opposite way, down the street, across down the intersection, there's an Arby's, a Wendy's. There's some local places, and like we're spoiled for choice, really. Spoiled for choice. Oh, I think there's also a Domino's, Papa Murphy's by the Subway. There's also a 7-Eleven like right next to that. There's just spoiled for choice, really. Oh, and a Little Caesars a little further down from the Arby's, and then there's like a bunch of buildings in front of a theater with restaurants, local restaurants. Hi, Ninetail. Hi, sweetie. Okay, welcome back from the ad break. I'm going to be doing Bread's Redeems, bread requested smooches, a good bread, and left and right kisses. Okay. Let me put on some chapstick real quick. So you delivered the $6 avocado sauce packet? I mean, I don't know the price of avocado sauce or guacamole or anything, so maybe that's a good deal on guacamole. I don't know. Just gonna lay here? Okay. Those are cute emotes. You have the cutest emotes, Ninetail. Just the cutest emotes. Excuse me, sorry. Oh, also, so Chang and me are working on a Discord server. It probably won't be done already anytime soon. Chang started it of his own volition, and he is also studying. So I don't expect it anytime soon, and I'll probably make invites like a channel point redeem or something, like maybe 20,000, just to start. But you know, we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. Okay. Here's your smooches, bread. Alright, send your request here. No, here's smooches first. Okay.
is limiting the amount of highlights you can have on your channel. Highlighted stream VODs or anything, stuff like that. And they're setting a limit of 100 hours. And we exceeded that 100-hour limit, but we have till April 19th to delete any. So, if you haven't watched any of the highlights and would like to, most of them are all on YouTube. They're mostly just the 12-hour streams I had to cut up so I could upload it to YouTube. So if you want to watch those, go do it. Go watch them. You have until, like, I'll probably look into deleting them in, like, April. Maybe the end of March. So, if you want to watch those, go watch them. My birthday stream's probably still up there. Like, and, or, I guess, my first, the 2 birthday streams. But thankfully, I have all those up on YouTube. There's some of them that I have unlisted still, and I can do upload, but other than that, they're all archived on YouTube. They're all archived on YouTube. I also wouldn't be surprised if Twitch just deletes the highlight tab and just makes it like a pseudo editing tool or something and keep it as that. Hopefully, because I use it to cut up VODs that are too big for upload on YouTube or too long. So if they delete that, I'll just have to manually end the stream like halfway through the 12-hour streams and restart.
Alright, Brett, those are smooches. Give me a second to blow my nose, and I'll get you your good bread. Okay. Oop. Excuse me, sorry. Sorry about that. Okay. Now, spreads good bread.
Bread. Sorry.
Good bread. Such a good bread. Yes, you are. Yes, you are such a good bread. A very, very good bread. Yes, you are. Yes, you are such a good bread. Very, very good bread. Yes, you are. Yes, you are such a good bread. Mwah, 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 mwah. Good bread, good bread, good bread, good bread, good bread. Yes, you are. Yes, you are such a good bread. Mwah. Take good bread. That's your second redeem. I need to do your left and right cheek kisses. And that'll be all of them. I hope we get some good sleep, Bread. Thank you for being here. I hope I don't keep you awake or anything. Thank you for the redeemed spirit. Thank you, thank you. Hope we get some good sleepies. Oh, I forgot to grab the ice globes. Oops. There we go. Oh, yeah. So those were the two pieces of news I had for you guys. I suppose the highlights are probably going to be deleted. At least the oldest ones, probably. Um, uh, oh, across highlights and uploads. So it's streams count too. I have to delete 41 hours of content here. Uh, highlight. That's too bad. That's really too bad. Those are all unpublished. Oh. Alright, well, I guess I'll look at it after stream. The oldest highlight. Oh, there's 39. It's 2 minutes long. Yeah, so there's stuff from 2022 still highlighted. So if you haven't seen those things, go watch them. Oh, did I get Spore working? I got it to install, but I don't think I could get it to capture. I think that's what happened. I remember I tried to stream Spore, but the capture was just like flashing colors. And yeah, so we might have streamed Spore. Actually, we might have gotten it working. No, this is just coffee talk. Okay. That's just coffee talk. Gotcha. Okay. Anyway, I need to blow my nose. I'll be right back. Hi, Lexi. I'm just looking at my highlights because I gotta delete some. Apparently, VODs also count towards the 100-hour limit, which is kind of silly. I'm a goober. What makes me a goober? Excuse me, sorry. How are you? You're a goober. I did. I have one. I have one. I am actively archiving VODs. I have been for 2 years now. At least 2 years. If you're watching the ASMR VODs on Twitch, oh, I'm sorry, Lexi. You can watch them on YouTube and there's no ads because I'm not monetized over there. You don't have to worry about getting yelled at by a TurboTax or Fiber One Internet or whatever it's called, optic fiber, whatever it's called. You can watch them on YouTube ad free. Should be a link in the About section next to the little blurb right under the stream. If you're on desktop, I don't know what it looks like on mobile, but just search up Catch Up the Bear on YouTube and you should find it easily enough. There's one long playlist of all the ASMR videos. How long is that playlist? How long is that playlist? Let's see. Content. Playlists. Podcast features for some of my playlists? Which ones? Which ones? Which ones are podcasts? Whatever. There's 218 ASMR videos in the ASMR VODs playlist. We actually recently passed 100 YouTube subscribers. We're at 102. We'll see if that sticks. I got 2 today from the handcam VOD from last night or Monday night. Which is interesting. The puppet VODs have actually gotten pretty decent views. Pretty decent views. 103. Thank you, Lexi. Thank you. The ASMR playlist should be ordered oldest to newest. So, if you want the more recent stuff, you're gonna have to scroll, which I suggest you do. Or you could just put on one of the VODs themselves. Like chicken butt. Chicken butt. But if you haven't seen, can you turn this VOD into an audio file? It'd be freaking long. It'd be really long. Like stupid long. Because, like, when I upload them to YouTube, I download them in their, like, local files folder. Those, I think the ASMR stream VOD, like the videos files themselves, come out to be between 2.8 to, like, if it goes up to 30 or 3 hours, like 6 gigabytes. So the video file is just stupidly long, stupid large, just because I'm downloading them off of Twitch. So, I don't recommend it. I don't, unless you have like some crazy storage. If I can't I can't email it or DM it to you on Discord because they're gigabytes large. So I mean, I can't. I won't stop you, Lexi. I won't stop you, but like, you'd have to figure out how to get them. Um. Uh. Yeah. The can. No one's used that one in a while. It's good to see it. That was drawn by Ketchup the Dragon. Haven't seen. I haven't seen Ketchup in a while. Hope they're doing okay. Um, but yes, if any of you listening to this right now, either live or in the VOD, on Twitch or on YouTube, uh, please go watch the highlights. I'm going to need to delete a handful of them to be able to not be over the 100-hour limit. Um, so if you haven't seen the first like anniversary stream segments or like some of the older stuff, like there's stuff from 2022 on there. When just some shorter stuff. Um, uh, so if you haven't seen any of it, go go watch them. Go watch them. To save space right now, I might delete some of the older VODs. The VODs that are going to expire in a few days. YouTube people know you? Maybe. Maybe. I don't get comments very often. They'd only know you if like they're like actively like reading the chat on the screen. You know? And most people watching the VODs on YouTube probably got there from here. Like there's Nara Bread. I think most of my subscribers are from people on YouTube or on from Twitch. But I don't get comments very often. You love Bread? Well, Bread is currently trying to sleep. Bread is the goat. Bread's awesome. Hi, Ninetale. You want a good girl? Okay. Yes, go watch the highlights. Skim through them. Because they'll be gone. They're all on YouTube. Some of them I just haven't uploaded. I've uploaded them, but they're just private. They're unlisted because I forgot to give them titles and things. So, but all of the highlights, most of the highlights, pretty much all of them are just cut up segments of the 12-hour streams. So when I do 12-hour streams, I'm going to have to cut up the VOD in the highlighter and then delete the main VOD, or end the 12-hour streams like halfway through, then start a new stream just so I can upload them, because I can't upload videos on YouTube longer than 12 hours because you have to verify your phone number or something, and I'm too lazy to do that. I did say it earlier, but we are working on a Discord server. We're working on one. Don't expect it anytime soon. Chang started it of his own volition, and he is a very busy Chang, and so don't expect it anytime soon. And when it does release, I'll probably make invites like channel point redeems, like 20,000 points or something. Excuse me, sorry. Praise Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine? No. No. It's mean. I don't like that game. It's too hard. Okay, Ninetale, I'm sorry. Here's your good girl. You hit a big thing today? What does that mean? You hit your big toe? Ouchie. I think the big toe hurts less than the pinky toe, for sure, but it still doesn't feel good. Good girl, Nigel. Good girl. Good girl, Nigel. Good girl. Good girl. Such a good girl. Yes, you are. Yes, you are such a good girl, Nigel. Good girl. Good girl. Yes, you are such a good girl. Look at you being such a good girl. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. I'm very proud of you. Good girl. Good girl, Nigel. Good girl. There you go, Ninetale. Hope that was alright for you. Thank you, sir, for the redeem. Thank you. The follower total for the channels you've made music for hit over 5K. Nice! Good job, Lexi. Good job. I'm proud of you, sweetheart. Yeah, it'd be wild if I did that. I would be shocked. But you deserve it. You deserve it. And hear your music. Oh. It's like, wait, I made this, right? Right? I don't know if it's a similar. It's probably not the same thing, but sometimes uh, some people that I raid or things just auto play a clip with a shout out. And I'm like, what? Why do I hear my voice? Why do I hear my voice? Oh, that's probably not the same thing. But like, what? Because then Sucrose, her clip thing, um, pulls two of my clips at the same time, so it's like it's weird. It's weird. But her new clip bot has not pulled the wee wee clip yet. They have not pulled the wee wee clip. Um, they have not. Give me a second to build my notes real quick. Produce and to hear that on a streamer I respect it and love me so. Oh, you're very sweet, Legacy. You deserve it. You deserve it, sweetheart. You deserve it. On Barry stream? Oh, I haven't been able to catch Barry streams at like the beginning or the end. Don't tell her that? Okay. You can tell her. You can tell her. Oh, sweetheart, that's so cute. You're so cute. Proud, yes, you should be. You should be. Um, yeah, I haven't been able to catch Barry streams before, like the starting soon or ending screen in a while. Love Barry, we all love Barry. She's great. She's great. So what I might do going forward is after I get a VOD uploaded to YouTube, I will delete the VOD on Twitch. I might not. I don't know. We'll figure something out. I mean, it's not every day we do a 12-hour stream that I have to cut up into 6-hour segments or anything. So, you know, I don't know. I get why they're doing it because highlights make them like no money or and generate like no engagement whatsoever. So, I get it. I get it. But I don't know. It still sucks. Oh, past broadcasts and VODs and clips do not count against the storage limit. Okay, so broadcasts don't count. Never mind. Broadcasts don't count. So I don't need to worry about those. Okay. Highlights and uploads, which would be just highlights for me. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Cool. But yes, please go watch the highlights if you haven't seen them yet or want to watch them. You can watch them on YouTube as well. But if you want to watch them on Twitch with maybe the chat right there still, I don't know. Those probably expired because it happens with clips, with old clips. So, um, uh, most of the highlights are just segments of anniversary streams or 12-hour streams. And the anniversary streams have their own playlist. Most of them should. Most of them should. But if you want to watch stuff, I'll probably keep the shorter highlights alone. They just leave those alone because they're like there's like 3 from 2022 that are like the longest is like 2.5 minutes. So those will probably stay. But you deserve it, Lexi. You deserve it. You're awesome. You're awesome. Well, Lexi, you might be able to get away with the roleplay videos. Downloading those to put them on Spotify. Maybe those aren't gigabytes long. They shouldn't be. I think the longest one of those is like 40 minutes. So that's, I mean, maybe at least a gigabyte for that one. But you'd have to want to listen to those roleplay videos on repeat. And that'd probably get old. Oh, also, I found out this morning that you guys remember that Funko Pop game that was like everybody was talking about before it released because Five Nights at Freddy's was in it, and yeah, apparently it's a commercial and a critical and commercial flop. Apparently, which makes sense because this is like the first time I've heard of it since like it was revealed and then it released, and I watched like somebody play it and it was like, this sucks. This looks terrible. Um, the sad thing is there was developed by the same team that does the Lego games. I think it was TT. Maybe. I imagine it flopped because it probably didn't sell well. Maybe it did. I don't know. Um, I guess if it did sell well, it wouldn't be a commercial flop. It was probably all these license fees and things, licensing. I imagine some of some of them are probably cheaper licenses than others, but like, uh, you know, the Lego games work to me because it's kind of a contained, or you know, it's about one thing. Like, there's not a Lego game besides the Lego game itself, like the Lego movie game. Uh, they're all like focused on one thing. Like, there's the Lego Star Wars games, Lego Indiana Jones, and Lego Batman, and the Pirates of the Caribbean game. Uh, the Lego Marvel Superheroes game. There's Lego Dimensions too, which I guess is probably the closest thing to the Funko Pop Fusion game, except Lego Dimensions. You know, you got a little minifigure. It was like the last gasping breath of the Toys to Life genre, which I adored. I still kind of do. It's not nearly as novel as it was in 2011 when I was in 6th grade. um, Because Lego Dimensions is actually very fun. I played through with my brother. It's a very clever game. It's got it has it's got Gandalf wild style Lego Batman from the games, not the movie. I think they did make a character of that Lego Batman. Well, they did because they made a level pack that came with him and Robin, and maybe Batgirl, unless she was just her own character pack. But they made a Sonic Lego minifigure with a Tails. For Lego Dimensions, there were a Doctor Who, Ghostbusters, Scooby Doo. It was basically Funko Fusion, but actually interesting because it's all Legos. um, and it had character. It had a good sense. The game had a pretty decent sense of humor, to be fair. And all the characters talked because the older Lego games just have the characters making grunting noises, or not even talking. I prefer that over them just superimposing voice lines, like isolated voice lines from the movie, into cutscenes. I like that way more. It's way less jarring and it has a better charm. Um, but the Lego games, they're a contained thing. Like you have Star Wars and Batman, and Marvel, and Indiana Jones. So like they're focused more on telling those stories. I mean, I haven't played Funko Fusion, but apparently there's a bunch of properties that they made levels about, where you play through that movie or something, and all the blood is like ketchup or smashed tomatoes in some of the more violent games, violent movies. Like there's a level based on The Thing, and I don't know how you sell that to kids who want, like, it just doesn't really make sense, because like Batman, Star Wars, Indiana Jones, maybe a little less Indiana Jones nowadays, uh, Pirates of the Caribbean, they have like pajama sets and like toys. The Thing, I don't know if like it doesn't really make sense. Who's your target? You have FNAF, Five Nights at Freddy's, He-Man, and The Thing, and that one movie about cops in like England that I don't know, Hot Fuzz. Uh, like there's no the unifying through line is that they all look like Funko Pops, and you're like trying to save the multiverse or whatever. Another big problem is that a lot of the Funko Pops that are just people, they're not like Toothless or a dinosaur from Jurassic Park or a Star Wars monster or a Star Wars character, like a stormtrooper. All the ones from like The Office and House. I couldn't tell you who's who when they're out of the box, right? They're just people. So maybe that's another part of it. But also the game just looked terrible. It looked jank after it released. Like it just looked buggy. I don't know. It's kind of fun to see Five Nights at Freddy's characters running around and they're fighting like a giant goose from, like the boss fight for the Hot Fuzz level is a giant goose in a cemetery. So that might be fun, but like, because I think a lot of people are also hoping like, oh, this is by the same guys that do the Lego games. It should be good, even though it's Funko Pops, and it was not evidently good. Seemingly, because it flopped. And with a Lego minifig, they're more, you can kind of tell who they are most of the time. I don't know how you would I don't know. I don't know if I'm trying. I don't know if what I'm saying makes sense, but you can tell like I don't know. Besides like the cartoons and like in terms of the characters' properties represented in Funko Pop Fusion, like obviously you can tell which one's a Five Nights at Freddy's character or a He-Man character because those are more stylized or literally cartoons, and then you have live action movies with just actors dressed as people, and I couldn't tell you who was who in that game. I could not. I would not be able to. Um, yeah, it's just kind of sad. Um, like, I used to collect Funko Pops. The most recent one I bought was from Hot Topic because I needed like $10 more for free shipping on my order. So I was like, fine, let me find something. So I got a Sakura Hatsune Miku one and a like a flocked or limited edition Coca-Cola bear, Coca-Cola polar bear. Those are the last ones I got. I haven't purchased any since. Um, I don't know. I just like to collect things, and Funko Pops, I guess, came out at the right time, where I had some amount of money while I was still in school, you know. But like, I don't need them. I don't need them. Some of them look cooler than others. Uh, I don't really want any of the ones that just look like people. Besides, I got the one that probably is closest to that is like the Mr. Rogers one. I because I freaking love Mr. Rogers. That's probably the one that I have that looks closest to just a dude. Probably. I have a lot of the Star Wars bobbleheads too. Because also, like, Episode 7 came out. Uh, the Force Awakens released. And that's when I was like, oh, these are kind of neat. Because I think my first Funko Pop might have been like a flamethrower guy. Because my parents went to the mall. I was like, here's like $10. Give me a Funko Pop, please. And I came home with a flamethrower, a stormtrooper from The Force Awakens. I think that might have been the first one. Most of my collection is Star Wars guys. That's like the broad majority just from one property. Star Wars. Yeah. Like, I used to have them all on display on like a little shelf thing. Because at one point, I collected Mega Blocks too, the Halo sets for Mega Blocks before they were Mega Constructs, and they released this. It's not red versus blue. It was like Covenant versus the UNSC, and it came with a big chunk of Covenant that were all purple, and UNSC that were all blue, maybe green. Maybe they were all purple. I don't remember. And they came with this little shelf thing, stand that you built. That was the only part of the buildable part of the set. And I put my Funko Pops on that thing, and then I had to tear down my walls because we put up insulation. It's some foam insulation on my walls. And I had to take down the shelves. And in preparation for that, I put all my Funko Pops back in their boxes, and One of the drawers in my dresser is just full of Funko Pop boxes. All of my non-Star Wars guys. And I might consider selling them at some point. Maybe. Probably one day. If I just need to get rid of them to save space. Some of, like, the only cool Funko Pops, everybody said, like, they're just, what am I trying to say? The coolest Funko Pops are ones that are more stylized or based on a creature. Or guys that wear helmets. So you don't have to look at the Funko Pop's beady eyeballs. You know. So, I don't know. They're, I just kind of, like, the fact that I learned the last time I heard about Funko Fusion was that it released and people played it and reviewed it and it was terrible. And then the latest thing I heard about it or thought of that I had about it was that, oh, it flopped. It makes sense. Let's see. Is it on Steam? Is it on Steam right now? Let's see. It is. There's a lot of DLC for this thing, it looks like, too. It's $35. Oh, the Invincible guys are in this game, huh? Okay. That looks like Luke Skywalker, but it's probably an Aliens character. I know they added, like, Team Fortress 2 characters. If you want a pack of characters, it's $10. There's a Mega Man pack. Gets you 2 guys. Proto Man and Dr. Wily for $10. $10 DLC for 2 characters. Probably because of the licensing. Most likely, but it doesn't even look like stylized like cartoon Dr. Wily. It just looks like they took the Doc Funko from like Back to the Future and stuck like a giant nose on him. It doesn't. It looks weird. He looks weird. There is an Office pack. There's Invincible, Office, Special Effects Streamer Bear. Oh, this supports charity. Okay. That's kind of cute. It has 1 user review. Should have been Alien or Astronaut Bear. Still, thank DLC. Hope it goes to charity too. That's kind of cute that it goes to charity. That's sweet. But that one's only $2 and you get 1 guy. Okay. And there's a bunch of free ones. A Jurassic World bonus pack, Sun Wukong, Frankenstein, Back to the Future outfits, Hazel and Cha-Cha, Trapjaw, Kim Pine, I don't know who that is, Wicked Movie Pack 2. They made Wicked DLC. They made Wicked deal. I guess that makes sense because it was everywhere. Bob Ross. He fights with a paintbrush gun. And he has a skin where he's a painting. Bob Ross apparently doesn't have any abilities. It just seems so weird. Its reviews are mixed. Oh right, there's also a big one was Scott Pilgrim. I remember now. But like the live action Scott Pilgrim movie, it wasn't the game. Wait, co-op is a bonus mode? You can't even like play through it. Like you can't play through like the main storyline. It's like so in the Lego game, after you beat the level, you can go back and play it in free play and bring different characters that weren't in that scene or whatever of the movie. Like um, like you could in the Phantom in the original Lego Star Wars, if there is a level with a mini kit that was out of reach of characters because they couldn't jump as high, you would beat the level, then you could go back and play it and bring Jar Jar with you, and Jar Jar has the highest jump out of any of the characters, and Jar Jar could jump up and get it. So that was the point of making the levels replayable. But what? That's so weird. You can't play the whole thing co-op. That's also a big part of why the Lego games are fun. That's kind of sad. That is sad, not kind of. It is sad. Man. I think it would have worked out better if they based like so one of the games I played a lot when I was younger on my Xbox One, was this tower defense game. I can't remember what it was called. But me and my cousin played it a lot whenever he came over, and uh, you it was co-op. So you and your friend, your co-op partner, you would each pick a faction. The base game or the main game wasn't based on any IP. So there was a bunch of basic looking factions. There was one based on like girl toys, girl you know it was like fairies, unicorns, and stuff. So their towers were like unicorns that shoot rainbows and things like that. And there was a GI Joe like one where it's just military guys, and one where it's like D&D kind of like fantasy. So there were catapults that launched D20 20-sided die at enemies, and you could get like a dragon or something. And the gimmick of the game was that you could take control of the towers themselves and like aim them and fire like a third-person shooter kind of thing. And you would rack up points after getting a bunch of kills or whatever, and you would fill this bar on the side of your screen, and when as or tiers. The first tier, you would summon your hero, your faction's hero, and you would play as them. So you would run around as like this fantasy guy if you picked a fantasy, and he would like have like a flaming sword or something. I don't remember. But his next tier, so there was the hero, a vehicle, and then a flying vehicle, I want to say. Because there were flying units and ground units, enemy units, and towers to counter both. And so they added DLC guys, DLC factions. They added He-Man and or just Masters of the Universe, basically He-Man, and GI Joe, and I think it was a Ubisoft game, so they added Assassin's Creed, where you could play as Ezio. And his towers sucked because his anti-air tower was just like this big wooden tower with guys on top of it with crossbows. That one sucked. Uh, his towers were really bad. The He-Man was my favorite, and a lot of the He-Man and oh right, they also added Cobra Commander, so you could play as Cobra Commander and use Cobra themed towers. And that was also what I think I played He-Man and Cobra the most. So my cousin pretty much only stuck to GI Joe because he loves GI Joe, which is fine because GI Joe toys are cool. They're cool. One of the cool things was that a lot of the DLC towers felt like authentic toys. I think some of them were even based on toys. Like Cobra Commander, one of his towers, I think the anti-infantry tower was just like this bunker with turrets on it that I think was just a toy. And like He-Man, you could, if you filled your bar enough, you could play as He-Man, and then his vehicle was the tiger. I can't remember what his third thing was, but the game is really fun. The game's really fun. Why was I talking about that again? I don't know. But it felt like the people that made the game, and they did the GI Joe, Cobra Commander, and He-Man DLC actually like really liked those properties, and they made the towers feel very authentic. For sure. Man, I can't remember what that game was called. I can't remember what it's called. Oh, was it Toy Soldiers War Chest? They did make a He-Man miniatures game, I think. I don't know if that was recent. He-Man. Yeah, Toy Soldiers War Chest. That's what it was. Toy Soldiers War Chest. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, it's on Steam. Yeah, I got it with like my Christmas money. So there was the basic game had like this fairy girl and this fantasy knight guy, this kind of steampunk guy, hero, and a sci-fi lady. Then you had the DLC guys were Ezio, because it's a Ubisoft game, He-Man, G.I. Joe, and Cobra Commander. Those were the DLC guys. The game is really fun. I played it a lot with my cousin. But yeah, the Assassin's Creed towers really sucked. Hi Ursa, how was stream? How was it? How'd it go? Did you have to eat a bunch of sardines? Did you have to eat a bunch of sardines? There we go. Please go follow Ursa. He's very sweet, cute streamer. I was doing only the one. Oh, okay. He was playing Hollow Knight, but every time he died, he spun a punishment wheel, and he ate a sardine. But it was one too many. Yeah. For sure. I've never had a sardine. Uh, the only like fish I've eaten is just canned tuna, and that's good enough for me. Way too much peanut butter. Is that you don't like peanut butter, or is that one like a treat? Four big spoonfuls. My brain is broken. When I read four big, my brain filled in four big guys. Dude. No, you love about not four big spoonfuls of okay. In the grandma. I woke up in Tato. I woke up in Tato. I'm sorry, in Tato. But did you listen to Baby We're Going Down Kung Fu Fighting? You're gonna right now? Okay, good. Um Wanted to give me okay, that's okay. I had to go, I'm sorry. I found it. It was like recommended to me years ago. Um, I like it. I showed it to my brother, and he was like, "This is weird," because he had never heard. He had apparently never heard "Baby We're Going Down." He apparently never heard that song, so he couldn't appreciate it to its fullest. Um, he couldn't, but I like it. It scratches my brain the right way, I guess. It's the one with the thumbnails. This guy with a big nose in a green tank top. I'm sorry, Tato. Did I shock you awake? It's so good. I'm glad you like it. I'm glad you like it, Ursa. I'm glad you like it. I want to listen to it now, but I can't right now. You're here modding Skyrim. Oh, okay. What are you modding? What are you modding in? Is it a spicy mod? You're just trying to make it have Elden Ring animations so it'll start. Aww. Have you seen the mod that's just it replaces every tree with giant hands coming out of the landscape? So it turns Skyrim into this nightmare where every tree is a giant hand. You want a good boy? Not a parade, please? Okay. I think that's what you meant. I can give you a good boy, Ursa. I can give you a good boy. Did you spit out the sardine, or did you swallow the sardine? I don't I don't think you swallowed it, right?
Ursa. Ursa. You're a very, 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 very good boy. Good boy, good boy, good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy, Ursa. Good boy. 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 Asta, you're a very, very good boy. You worked very, very hard today. And I'm very, very proud of you. Boy. Boy. Good 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 boy. Ursa, thank you for being here. Thank you for spending time with me on the streams. Thank you. I appreciate it very much. Thank you for working and joining and watching the streams. Thank you. Boy. Good boy. Good boy. 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 Good 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 boy. Ursa, thank you for being who you are and doing what you do. I think it makes the world a better place. In my humble opinion, anyway.
Of course. It's kind of kind of what I'm known for now, I guess. Melting. No. Okay.
Good boy, you're such a good boy. Such a good boy. Yes, you are. Yes, you are such a good boy. A very, very good boy. Yes, you are. Such a good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Look at you. Such a good boy. Yes, you are. Yes, you are such a good boy. Good boy. Good boy. You're such a good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy.
Alrighty. There you go, Ursa. Thank you for the redeem. Thank you, thank you. Hope that was alright for you, sweetheart. Um, yep. We still have about an hour left in stream. So you don't need to, don't feel rushed about getting your anyone listening. Don't feel rushed about getting your smooches in yet or anything. But yeah, it's just kind of, I don't know. It makes complete sense that uh, Funko Pop Fusion failed commercially and critically as a video game. Because no one's talked about it. Been talking about it at all. It has gotten DLC. Apparently, got DLC character packs for Wicked. What was Funko Pop Fusion? Um, it was people were kind of hopeful for it. It's essentially a Lego game, but instead of you playing as Lego figures in like a Star Wars setting or Batman or Lego Indiana Jones or Pirates of the Caribbean or Marvel superheroes in you play as Funko Pops and you play through movies. I haven't played the game. I watched it. I might have watched a Vine Sauce video about it. Actually, that might have been what it was. Um, what's it rated? What's it rated? Does it say? Can I find what it's rated? Does it say at the end of a trailer? No. I don't know what it's rated. Probably teen at least. Maybe E. Maybe E. But it doesn't say on here. Um, yeah, right. And a lot of the IPs they had. So, but like people were hopeful about it because it was made by like ex Lego game devs. Like, and those games are all very good. I don't think there's been a Lego game that's like been like abhorrent or just terrible. They've been kind of janky with like the Skywalker saga. That game's kind of jank, but I mean I've only played it on an Xbox One, so maybe that's the Xbox being 10 years old now. Um, but it was essentially a Lego game. The closest thing you could compare it to is Lego Dimensions, which was as a Lego game is like the last gasping breath of the Toys to Life genre. Like think Skylanders, UB Funkies, Disney Infinity, uh, where Lego Dimensions was a Lego game. It played like your usual Lego game, uh, but it has the its own portal that you build, and the Lego games are very fun. You could play them with Bun Bun. They're all co-op. The newest Lego game is the Skywalker Saga, which is pretty decent chunk of content for its price. I don't know how much it is right now. but it is on PC. If you have console, it's playable on there too. I don't have it, unfortunately. I don't have it, unfortunately. The Skywalker saga. There's the complete saga, which is the first two Lego Star Wars games put in one game. So you have the first Lego Star Wars was based on the prequels. Then the second one was episode 4, 5, and 6. The complete saga is probably the best Lego game ever. Probably. Um, it's very good. I'd recommend that one because it's $20. It's $20, and you can probably play it co-op. Uh, I don't know if you can play it online. Yeah, it doesn't look like you can. You might be able to play it co-op on PC. I don't know how it would work. One person on keyboard and one person on a controller. Um, or if you have a console, you can probably get it on there digitally as well. Excuse me, sorry. But Lego Dimensions was a Lego game, but it was a crossover game. They leveraged the IPs they had licenses for. They also got new licenses for Dimensions. So Dimensions is you play you know, the goal of the game is like fixing the multiverse because there's this guy trying to like take over the Lego multiverse or something. Have been fun, like Lego Batman. Yeah, Lego Batman's actually very good. That was one of the first games we got on Wii when we got our Wii in 2008. It was one of the handful of games we had. Like I remember the day. I don't remember the date, but I remember my dad had set up this little display on the fireplace in the basement, and we were told we can't go downstairs because my dad was setting up the Wii or whatever, and he had all the games leaned up against the bricks on the fireplace, and I remember Lego Batman was one of them. I don't remember any of the others. I know Lego Batman was one of them for sure. And that one's very fun. Uh, that one's fun. I haven't played the newest Lego Batman. I haven't played that one. Hi Mooney, hi Spirit. But the Lego games are fun. They're fun. They're all co-op. You can play them with Bun Bun or anyone. It doesn't seem like they have online play. You might be able to do that with Skywalker Saga, but I'm not sure. But Lego Dimensions had the Lego movie characters, Lord of the Rings characters, Batman, Scooby-Doo, Gremlins, Sonic, Doctor Who, Portal, Ghostbusters, Simpsons, Lego Chima, Lego Ninjago, their own properties. They're from their own, their like own IPs. What else was there? Yeah, they just had a lot of them. You will lurk? Okay. I'm sorry you're still sick, Mooney. I'm sorry to hear that, sweetheart. Mwah. I feel better soon. And it's essentially what Funko Pop Fusion seemed to try to replicate, or that's like the closest Lego game you can compare to it. Because Funko Pop Fusion, you just play through each individual movie, and then there's some characters in the game that you can unlock. I'm pretty sure that don't have a level. So Funko Pop Fusion had He-Man, Five Nights at Freddy's. Like there was a big meme where everybody was talking about it when it was revealed because Freddy was in it. And there's all these all these movies that they made levels based on, and you essentially are saving the Funko universe from a big bad guy or something. I don't know. I haven't played it or watched a video on it in a while. But I don't. It just seems kind of confused to me, um, because the Lego games are Lego games. They're like everything looks like Lego, except some of the environments look like, you know, real environments, not made completely made out of bricks, except for like maybe the Lego game, the Lego Movie video game, which is also very good. It doesn't know what it wants to be. I think what it wants to be doesn't make sense. um, because the Lego games have mass appeal, right? Everybody likes Legos, and they're all rated E, so you can play them with your little siblings or your kids or whatever. Funko Pop Fusion, there's a level based on the movie The Thing, and you fight a giant mutated wolf as a boss, and Hot Fuzz is one of the levels, but all the blood is like spilled ketchup or smashed tomatoes. Um, is like, oh, it's blood, but it's not blood. It's tomatoes, ketchup. Oopsie. So I don't think I would want to play if I had a kid. I don't think I'd want to play that Funko Pop Fusion with them because then I'd be like, why is there a big scary wolf with tentacles coming out of its face? And and I mean the game's still kind of goofy, right? The Hot Fuzz, the boss of that level is a giant goose that you fight in a cemetery. So I don't know. Some of it's goofy, but like, isn't the thing rated R? I don't know. But like, you can go, you know, you can watch Star Wars with your kid or the Marvel movies. Maybe a little less so Pirates of the Caribbean. Maybe wait till those for a little longer to watch those. Those movies scared the crap out of me. But I could watch Jurassic Park on repeat. So I don't know. I don't know. I'm probably not a very good case study for this. Um, but you know, like it just doesn't make sense. Also, apparently, reading the reviews, you can't play the whole game co-op. You have to play through the level, and then you unlock co-op as a special move, or not move, a special like bonus mode, and then you can play the level as co-op, which is just silly. The big draw of the late games are they're goofy. Uh, they're based on a pretty popular IP, um, and they're all co-op. You can play them with a friend, and they have very nice replayability. And apparently, Funko Pop Fusion uh, doesn't have a co-op mode, or it's a special mode that doesn't encompass all the. I don't know. It's weird. It's weird. Anyway, I see your redeems Mooney and Tato. I have to go to the bathroom, so I will be back in a second. No, the hills have eyes too. That's uh, the only hills I know that have eyes are in the background of Super Mario 2 or Super Mario World 3. Those are the only hills I know that have eyes. Anyway, I'll be right back. I gotta go to the bathroom. Okay, sorry about that. Sorry. I am back. Thank you for being patient. Okay, so I need to do Mooney, Good Girl, and Audible Whispers, and then Encanto's Smooches. Okay. Alrighty. We'll probably call it a night here in about 30 minutes. Maybe 40. Thank you, Ursa. So if there are any other trigger requests, mouth sounds, smooches, anything, get those in. We'll have to wait till Friday. So, alrighty. Thigh drums. I'm wearing pants right now. So I don't know if you get the desired effect here. I don't know if I can roll them up. Oh, I can't. I can't. Okay. Yeah, I don't know what to do. So, we finished the puppet on Monday, so we don't have any more hand cams on Mondays. So we gotta figure out what to do with Monday streams. So no more hand cam thigh drums. Excuse me, sorry. If you want to watch those hand cam puppet making streams, they're all on YouTube now. Go take them a look. Go give them a look if you're curious. Okay, here you go, Mooney.
Okay, it'll just take me a few minutes to get to Ursa. So please be patient with me. Good girl, Mooney. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. Mooney, thank you for being here. Thank you for being who you are and doing what you do. Someone just turned on the shower, so if you heard that.
Mooney. Good girl. Yes, you are. Yes, you are such a good girl. Good girl, Mooney. Good girl. Yes, you are. Yes, you are such a good girl. Good girl, Mooney. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl, Mooney. Good girl. Yes, you are. Look at you. Such a good girl. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Thank you, Mooney. Hope that you feel better soon. I'm sorry you're still sick, sweetheart. That's no good. Okay. Now on my knees and audible whispers. Okay. Oop, sorry. I bumped the mic. Alright, Mooney. There's your smooches, or your good your good girl and your inaudible whispers. Thank you, Mooney, for the redeems. We'll probably call it here in about 20 minutes or so. We'll probably raid Minari tonight if she's still alive. We'll see. We'll see. We might raid Kay if she's still alive, or if she's doing ASMR. Anyway. But yeah. Funko Pop Fusion just seemed like maybe it could have been a good idea. I think it would have been better if here's your head scratches or so. I'm sorry. I like to talk with my hands. Like I wave with my hands and motion with my hands. I just do it. So I apologize if I stop the scratches at any point to talk. I think Funko Pop Fusion would have been a better game if they were like actual like action figures. That's why I was talking about Toy Soldier War Chest, because it's basically that, but a tower defense game, where you can play as them, but you're all action figures. I think that would have been a little better, and like lean into either the more adult rated movies or movies that you wouldn't take your kid to the theater to see anyway, like The Thing or Hot Fuzz, or do like silly stuff like He-Man, FNAF, Jurassic World, Jurassic Park. What else? I don't know. They had stuff from everywhere. They have DLC with Mega Man characters, Dr. Wily and Proto Man. No Mega Man unless he's in the base game, of course, but he might be. I don't know. But it's $10 for 2 characters, and Dr. Wily doesn't even look that good. Like, he doesn't look cartoony or stylized in any way like the FNAF characters do. He just looks like a guy, like an angry old man that they put like a big nose on. Like he looks unsettling. He looks unsettling. Oh, also, the apparently they revealed in an image what the raptors look like in the new Jurassic World movie. I honestly think they should have called it not Jurassic World. They should have called it something else, because Jurassic Park was a trilogy. There's been a trilogy of Jurassic World films. This one should be a different Jurassic movie. Maybe just call it Jurassic. Actually, I don't know what else you would call it to go up from World, or because Jurassic Planet is probably what, like a knockoff B-movie Netflix thing would movie only on Netflix would call itself. the raptors look interesting. It was like the one thing they didn't show us in the trailer. I kind of wish they didn't show us what the raptors look like at all. I wish. They're mostly black and white with stripes, kind of fuzzy. They're most like they look most like the JP3 raptors, which, to be fair, are the best Jurassic Park and World velociraptors. Um, we got Pyroraptor in Dominion, which is all feathered, but you know. So that's exciting. But they're all like black and white bands on the tail, very gray on the body, and then on the head, there's a spot of like blue behind the eyes, and on the what's that hole called? What's that gap called? Eye socket and nose. The antorbital fenestra. That's right. That gap between the dinosaur's eye socket and their nostril. So behind the eye, or around the eye, is blue, like this spot of like almost neon blue, and then in the like basically just the skin covering the anorbital fenestra is orange with black stripes, like the JP2 velociraptors, which is really interesting. That's kind of fun. Um, like they don't look bad. Um, they're very not what I was expecting. Very much not what I was expecting, but you know, it's fine. That's fine. I just kind of wish they didn't show us what the raptors look like at all. I wish they kept that a surprise for the movie. I mean, it would have been for me, but all these is nothing against them, but all these Jurassic Park YouTubers posted images of it and stuff. I'm like, come on, man. Come on. But it's fine. Let me see if I can find a picture of it. Where are they? Posts. Maybe it wasn't. Maybe it wasn't Evolution Square. Oh, it doesn't seem like it was. I guess it just got recommended to me. Anyway, I don't know what they look like anymore. Oh, maybe it was in a video. Oh, yeah, it's a video. So, they're very similar to the JP3 Raptors, which is fine, because those are probably the best Raptors. I'm repeating myself. I'm sorry. Repeating myself. But they don't look bad. Just definitely not what I was expecting. I would like. It would have been very cool to me, because you know this new island in this new Jurassic Park movie, Jurassic World movie, is like the original like island with the lab where they were like prototyping everything for Jurassic Park before moving operations to a bigger island in Site B, and then eventually building the park on Site A is Isla Nublar. So it would have been fun because so the premise is that Site C is like where they got their start, where they started trying to make dinosaurs, and all the animals left on this island were too dangerous for the parks, or you know, just tests or what have you, right? And I think I heard this theory from the Skeleton Crew, which if you don't know about the Skeleton Crew, go watch their videos. They're great. They're awesome. Uh, they're a bunch of five. There's five of them. They're all paleontologists, and they review and rank all the dinosaur designs in Jurassic World Evolution 2. They're almost done. I think they have like 5 or 6 animals left. They've been going for over 2 years. I haven't been following them that whole time. I found them in December for Dino December or whatever, where they released a YouTube short every day. Anyway, they had this idea that because in Jurassic Park lore, they made the dinosaurs by plugging holes in the DNA that they were able to scrap together with other animals, birds, frogs, whatever. So the theory, they have a theory that maybe they tried with like a velociraptor or something, and they had it mostly right. Something happened, right? And it hatched, and it looked like a baby bird would, maybe, or it hatched with fluff, just covered in fluff, like a baby duck. And they're like, "What the frick is this thing? We messed up." Because this is like in the 80s, maybe closer to the late 70s, lore wise, right? When they were first trying to replicate dinosaurs, breed dinosaurs. So I thought, man, that would have been cool. Like they hatch a velociraptor, it's covered in baby bird fluff, and they're like, "What the frick is this thing? We messed up. This looks like a baby bird. Put it back. Try again. This doesn't look like a dinosaur." Because this is before, we had Archaeopteryx, of course, but this is before we really had any, before, like, we figured out that dinosaurs, at least some families of dinosaurs, had some form of feather, right? Velociraptors definitely did. So they probably were like, "We goofed up. This thing's messed up. Put it back. This doesn't look like a dinosaur." Because if it had feathers at the time you put it in a park, people are like, "That's just a big bird, a cool big bird, but that's not a dino." So they put it back or something, and now we see the raptor, and it's just kind of JP3 raptor with quills on the back of its head, which is fine. But I probably hyped myself up with that too much. Okay, we'll probably call it here in about 5 minutes or so, depending on how long I keep rambling. So please get your redeems in soon, and if you have any that you haven't gotten yet, let me see. Is Minari still alive? She is. Okay. Minari is still alive. I'm gonna go say hi to Minari. Okay. But yeah, I was just kind of upset that they showed us the Velociraptor, because I was like, the one thing we didn't see in the trailer, there's a surprising amount of dinosaur in that trailer. They showed us a lot of the animals in the movie. And as far as my thoughts on the big mutant T-Rex thing, it's fine. I get why people are upset about it. It doesn't look like a dinosaur. It was, it was fun when the villain of the park movie was a dinosaur itself, because dinosaurs are plenty scary, and I agree with that. I agree. But I'm kind of glad it's not a dinosaur, because we've had two straight movies, three straight movies. No, so the Jurassic World and Fallen Kingdom were both giant. They were both mutant dinosaurs, essentially. Um, and Indominus, and the Indominus was made because dinosaurs aren't enough anymore. They're not cool anymore. Because excuse me, in in canon, everybody's used to seeing a dinosaur, a non-avian dinosaur just walking around, right? At least in the park at the time, right? So they wanted something giant, scary looking, something that would sell toys, right? Also, the movie producers wanted something that would sell toys. Um, and then they made the Indoraptor, which I think was a bit better than the Indominus. I think it succeeded in being scarier. Indominus just looked like an animal we would probably find bones of in a few years, right? It didn't look too out there. Indoraptor, you know, a little less so. Um, and the thing where it follows the laser pointer, but the laser pointer is attached to an assault rifle. So if you want to send the giant 1,000-pound reptile at an enemy in a war zone, and you point your gun at them to push the button to send the laser, just shoot the enemy. It's stupid, right? Um, and like, isn't there a reason we don't use war elephants or horses anymore? Because we have tanks and Humvees and Jeeps. Because a war elephant eats a lot of food, I'm guessing. Elephants need a lot of food. You have to put the elephant somewhere. You can't just park them and they don't move or anything. Horses, you have to feed them. You have to take care of them. Uh, you know, with a car, you just need gas. Pretty much. You'd want mechanics, but like, the Jeep's not gonna get spooked, or, uh, you know, and the Jeep or Humvee moves faster than an elephant could. Uh, and we still use dogs and things, but they're small. The Indoraptor's not small, and that thing probably needs a lot of food. A lot of food. And you'd have to keep it. I didn't mean to go on this diatribe. I'm sorry. But you'd have to keep it either locked up or make sure it's like the best thing, like super trained, just sits there until it's told to do something. And if, you know, of course the Indoraptor was like a prototype or whatever, right? It wasn't ready to be sold, but they wanted money or whatever in the movie. Is that right? They wanted to show it off, but people started bidding on it. Like, no, it's not for sale. And then they're like, no, sell it. This guy's gonna selling for a lot of money, or the bids are really high. I think that's what was going on. I think that's what happened. Um, and then in Dominion, the villain was just a dinosaur, the Giganotosaurus. Granted, it's a very stylized Giganotosaurus with it's just made to look like a villain. And it honestly wasn't that scary. The Spinosaurus is definitely scarier than the Giganotosaurus. Um, but I mean, they already did Spinosaurus. The only thing that you could say is bigger than a T-Rex is Giganotosaurus, even though it really wasn't. Both Spinosaurus and Giganotosaurus are longer from head to tail than a T-Rex, but um, they're not nearly as heavy as a T-Rex. And Giganotosaurus definitely did not have strong a bite as a T-Rex. Um, And so they did. The last movie did have a dinosaur villain. Um, but the Giganotosaurus, I've only seen the movie once. I only watched it once in theaters. From what I remember, the Giganotosaurus just kind of felt like just an animal, which is fine. That's fine, which as it should be. But it didn't feel the Spinosaurus had a vendetta against the human characters in the movie, for sure. Um, it hated them. It chased them everywhere. Um, but I think that was just that Spinosaurus acted. Uh, the Giganotosaurus wasn't that scary. The Therizinosaurus was scarier than the Giganotosaurus. So I get the they have to ramp it up. They can't go back to and if they did an animal as like the main antagonist or villain, quote unquote, um, where do you go after you already did a big theropod that can speak raptor, um, can turn invisible, and then you have a baby version, a watered down version of that that's smaller and is very fast and uh, very angry. and and then you go, okay, let's try to do a dinosaur, and then they blow their load on Giganotosaurus. Because I thought Dominion was supposed to be the last one, but of course it's not. These movies make a bajillion dollars. So you've already done Spinosaurus and Giganotosaurus. You already have Allosaurus, Carnotaurus, Baryonyx. Where do you go? Where do you go? Do you make the T Rex the enemy again? Like the antagonist? When the T Rex, I don't think, was ever the antagonist. They were victims of. They were just trying to be animals. The T Rex in the first movie was just probably scared. you know, um, Very curious. I mean, it was hungry. It obviously wanted to eat everyone. But I would not call Rexy in the first Jurassic Park movie malevolent, or it's just being an animal. We see it hunting the Gallimimus. Um, it's just being an animal. In JP2, they take the baby, the raptor couple's baby, and then eventually is it the bull or the is it the bull Rex that goes to New York to California? I don't remember. Anyway, that T Rex, they trap it by hurting its. They break the baby's leg, right, and then they put it on the boat. The T Rex hears the baby crying and is like, "What did you guys do to my baby?" It goes down into the holding pen. They close the gate and it's stuck in there. And it opens, and they're like moving it or whatever, right? Oh no, that's how they put it back on the island. To get it, they trap him in a big iron cage or whatever, right? And then he wakes up and he's surrounded by lights everywhere, and there's noise everywhere. All these unfamiliar sounds. It's just confused and scared, and it's trying to get its baby back, who's in the back of a jeep, crying in pain because they're trying to get it back to the boat. And in JP3, I feel like the 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 Spinosaurus was the first villain that was obviously trying to kill them, because it got hit by the plane, uh, the propellers on the plane when it was trying to take off. I'm guessing that's what happened. It seems likely. That seems what they intended. The plane clips the Spinosaurus's sail or whatever. It's like, hey, you hurt me, and then it chases down the plane. It sees the people were inside the plane, and then it just tries to eat the people. It was also hatched in a lab and raised around people, and probably not treated very well. It just has a thing against people. So, the Spinosaurus was really the first villain, and then we have the Indominus, because dinosaurs aren't enough anymore, according to the movie. And the Indominus does look kind of cool, but it's a big mutant monster that can turn invisible, like the Carnotaurus does in the book. And then we have the Indoraptor, or watered down version of Indominus. And then in Dominion, they go back and they do the Giganotosaurus. So where do you go from there? What dinosaur would you use as the villain? Bring the Spinosaurus back? That guy's busy. He's been he went through a lot in the cartoon on Netflix that's apparently canon. He's on a different island, not on this one. There's already Spinosaurus in this movie, and so where do we go from here? Where do you go from the Spinosaurus, who's already very scary, the Indominus, and then the Indoraptor, and then the Giganotosaurus? They kind of already did the big two that are comparable in size to T-Rex. You already did Allosaurus. Carnotaurus already exists. There's really nowhere to go for a big antagonistic force creature in the movies. Not really. It might have been fun to have like a Gorgonopsid, because those guys are scary. Or there was a big crocodile relative in South America during the Ice Age, that era. I think I don't remember when it was after the dinosaurs went extinct. It was the largest land predator after the dinosaurs, and it might still hold that title. It was massive. Let me find this. It's crocodile predator in South America. Oh, largest extinct predator after dinosaurs. That might get me there. Yes, the Baranasukas. Baranasukas. Let me see. Wikipedia. Baranasukas. No. Baranasukas. We don't have. I don't think. Do we have a lot of this guy? I think we just have the skull. I think. But its head is massive. We just have the front of the skull, like the jaws and like a bit of the eye socket. Or the anorbital fenestra. Or whatever it's called, right? I think that might be fused. I don't know. How big was it? Total body length of anywhere from 21 to 33 feet has been estimated, right? We don't have a lot of material for him. More conservative body size is 9.8 to 13 feet. Has since been put forward. Yeah, we don't have the back of the skull, so estimating its size is very difficult. It was a very large animal. So maybe use one of those. Uh, or Gorgonopsid. Those guys are really cool. They're one of my favorites. They're not a dinosaur. They're more closely related to us than a dinosaur. They got pretty big too, in the Permian. And anyway, so we don't really have anywhere to go except a big mutant T Rex with 6 legs. It doesn't make sense. They probably would have killed it when they realized it hatched, and they're like, "This thing's weird. Let's destroy it." We messed up. Um, Unless, of course, something stopped them from destroying it, like it's impenetrable or immune to like poison or something. I don't know. But yeah, it definitely just looks like a big rancor with little arms under its chin, because it's essentially what it is. So what I'm hoping they do with the big mutant T Rex, I think it's called the D Rex. You could have come up with something better than that. Come on. The D Rex. I don't know about that. Um, but I'm hoping, because it walks on knuckles, its front limbs, it walks on knuckles. So I'm hoping that they used like ape DNA or maybe even human, and like it can kind of communicate, and like it's a big mutant, so it's probably in constant pain. So I'm hoping, what I hope that they do with this mutant is that it's a misunderstood like gentle giant, like the Iron Giant, or whatever. Maybe not quite like the Iron Giant, but it. I hope like they like it wants to be friends with something, because there's nothing else like it. The Indominus was cloned with a sister, but it ate that one because it's just so angry and evil, right? So I'm hoping that it's just constantly in pain. It wants to be friends with something. It wants friends. It's sad, and ends up like saving the humans from the T Rex in the trailer, or the Mosasaurus, or a Spinosaurus, anything. I'm hoping it saves them because it walks on knuckles. So I'm hoping it's a little. I hope it's a maybe not a gentle giant, but a sympathetic creature. You feel bad for it because it's just in terrible, awful pain all the time. Because it's this giant mutated creature. I hope that's what they do with it. They probably won't. It'll probably just be a big movie monster. But we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Okay. I think we've gone on long enough. Let's get the raid going here. We're gonna go say hi to Minari. I will be right back. Give me a second to swap my headphones. Okay. Alright. Sorry about that. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you for spending time with me tonight. I appreciate it. Again, just before we end, please, if you haven't watched the highlights on the channel, go watch those. Skim through them. There's stuff from like 2022 on there. Because I'm gonna have to delete them. Because they're imposing a 100-hour limit total on highlights. But not till like the 19th of April. So you have a few months. I'll probably look into actually like deleting them on like the last week of March. So go watch those. Go go sub to the YouTube channel. I upload all my VODs there. The VODs will be safe. Past broadcasts and clips don't count to the 100-hour total limit. So, yeah. Also, Chang started a Discord server for me of his own volition. I did not ask him to. He's doing this out of the kindness of his heart, but he's also very busy. He's a busy Chang. He's working on his studies. He's got exams. So don't expect it anytime soon. And when it does, when we figure it out, it'll probably be a channel point redeemed to get an invite, which means I'll have to turn Twitch Whispers back on. Okay. But anyway, thank you guys for listening to me ramble today. Thank you for spending time with me. It was good to see you all. Good night, Ursa. Mooney and Tato was here. Bread was here. Lexi, Ninetail. Bread was here. Guylan was here. Thank you, everyone lurking. I appreciate you. I see you. I will not call you out by name because that's not what lurkers want. You shouldn't do that to your lurkers. But thank you, lurkers. I see you. I see you. Thank you for being here. I will see you all tomorrow for Monster Hunter Stories. Yeah. Please be nice to Minari. Give her some love if you haven't yet. She's very sweet. She's very good ASMR. She's a pretty jellyfish lady. We love pretty jellyfish ladies here. First up, her model's very pretty, and she's very good at ASMR. Anyway, I will see you guys tomorrow. I'm gonna go get a snack, and maybe catch up on my animes, and go to bed. Good night, guys. I love you all very much. Please be safe. Good night. Bye bye. I love you. Brush your teeth. Stay warm. Bye bye.